Hey guys, Andy Demi here. Welcome. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a good day. And I hope the weather is better than what I'm looking at right now, which is rain and cold and wind. That's London for you, unfortunately. So can't have it all good. There's lots of nice things in London, but unfortunately the weather is not one of them. So yeah, since I've moved into my new house, basically, I don't think we've had one decent day of weather. So what can we do? Okay, so it means I have to just trade indoors. So I got a good question about time, and I'm going to read it. So it's, I have a lot of going on in my life. I will start trading next month. Is this a good idea, or is it better to do at least 5 minutes a day on a demo account, or is it better to just leave it until you've got time and start in a month, for example? Okay. So it's a very good question. Now, you know, time is a real funny thing because it's one of the most common terms of procrastination is I don't have the time. How many times have we said that? Hey? Well, lots of times. So I'm using times a lot in this video, but the point is that it's very easy to rationalize and say, oh, I've got too much going on, okay? But here's the thing, it almost certainly is always the case. You never have time unless you schedule that time in. So if you really have a goal of becoming a trader, what's more priority for you if you're not finding the time? Okay, so it's not about not finding the time or having the time, it's about saying, well, maybe trading is not a priority for me compared to some of the other things that I need to do. So for example, a good one might be, well, I need to work for someone 9 to 5, travel to work and then travel back. So maybe between 8 and 6, I have to go and work for somebody right now today in order to get enough of a salary to pay my expenses. Okay, well that's a good that's a good excuse, I said, like for that allocation of time. But what about the rest of it? What about TV? What about, recreational stuff? There is plenty of time. What about sleep? Do you need to get 8 hours sleep? You could maybe go with 7 hours sleep, okay? And do 1 hour looking at the market. So, in my opinion, it's always better to get started and do something than to just wait for that one day when you've got all the time in the world, you've got nothing to do, and you've got, when does that really ever happen? Never happens, by the way. So you just have to schedule it in your diary and make it happen, because action creates momentum, and momentum creates that sort of push for you to, and that energy for you to do more and more and more. And before you know it, you're starting to make progress, and just by doing little steps you'll start to see progress. So absolutely great question, but in my opinion it's better to do something than doing nothing and just waiting for that one day that really hardly ever comes. Okay, so if you do have any questions actually that you want me to shoot you a video for, send them to me, private message them to me. And I'm always looking for new information to help you guys out. So really, this is all about giving you what you need. So giving you that kind of helping hand. So if there's any questions that you think would be quite useful for me to shoot you a video, send them to me, private message them or email them to me. And if I think it's a good question, I will do a video for you in the coming weeks. That's all for today. Have a good one. Good trading. See you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.